Okay, this is
Yeah,
session.
given the themes and like vibe of Attack on Titan, yeah, that's not that surprising.
I'll have you know that's the first thing we're recording. Session 9.
Normal behavior from us, you see. What the people who are listening to the recording don't know is we're always like this.
If anyone listening to this recording probably knows that by now.
So if anyone
like our
listens to this
FBI
recording,
agents.
well, there's a shock.
You mean Pancake?
Oh, also,
Wow.
anyone who's not us listening. Sorry.
No, you can finish your thought.
Anyone who's not part of this group listening to this recording, do you like the little title cards that are on there now? I'm looking for feedback. Thank you.
I was just going. Anyone who's listening, explain yourself immediately.
Anything we
remember-
say here should be
I remember
taken
that.
as a joke.
I remember when Quix was like people who watched the Bucky and Bonky, all 20 of them. How did you find it? It's like, no, I listened to them. It's like, also I share the playlist with people.
Yeah, and people listen to it, and people are listening to specifically the Bonky Bucky midquel, which like
A lot.
genuinely a really good entry point into our shenanigans. Both like our and also us kind of doing it really well consistently for two sessions in a row. The Bonky Bucky midquel.
The Fausta midquel has 26 views. That's very appealing. That's very nice for me.
It'll have 27 after this because I've been holding out on listening to it because I don't want to like color my first interactions with us being back in.
We should probably have this conversation off the air, but I would not be opposed to like listing the videos for like public consumption, but we can talk about that.
There's one big problem with that. We have to talk
We'll
to Zach.
go to jail.
We'll talk to Max
Oh,
about
I mean,
it.
we'll talk to Zach.
Oh no! Oh yeah. We'd have to talk to Sun.
That as well.
That's actually kind of important because
yeah.
I feel like they'd be the only person.
That's true. Yeah, I feel. Yeah. This is a good point. Anyway, moving on.
Anyways,
Moving back in front of the curtain.
it's been about
A minute or two.
15 minutes.
I was actually going to say it's been about 30 minutes on your time aboard the freighter. What you know is that in spite of your very quick arrival, it's actually decently populated. There's plenty of crewmen and actually people you know as Kariba personnel aboard the vessel. That being said, you know that it's still a sort of converted civilian ship. It's a bit awkward to move around. Matro.
We're here with the entire Kariba Navy, all 10 of them.
Yeah.
There's something you wanted to do, correct?
Yes. Basically, as soon as he sees the mobile suits touch down, I'm going to run to try and speak to Colonel Rin Maddie. But what the hell is going on here?
One of the men who you see is essentially guarding one of the doors to inside the ship's hull. He sort of, as you stop by, he gives you instructions. Lieutenant.
Where do I find the colonel? Lieutenant Colonel. Sorry.
She'd be near the captain's quarters.
All right. Matro will take off at a run.
As you arrive, the hallways are a little cramped. There's a lot of people moving back and forth. You kind of have to push a few out of the way. When you get closer up the stairs, you see the lieutenant colonel, clipboard in hand, talking to a few other staff of the ship, including one man who seems to appear to be the captain.
That natural approach and sketch a salute to the lieutenant colonel.
She gives you a salute. What brings you here, Lieutenant?
A moment of your time, if you would. And he'll like look around for somewhere he can talk, at least in semi-private, to her.
There's a temporary quarter down the hallway. Is it really important? We're a bit busy here trying to get the suits loaded on.
I consider it of great importance and of a timely nature, Colonel.
You see her almost contemplate for a second. She gives the captain a look. Right. On me then. You make yourselves to a smaller cabin. The door, it's a classic, just a vessel door. It closes in on itself.
Colonel, do you know who you just had land on this ship?
That would be you and your old colleagues from the war, correct?
Correct. And do you know the circumstances of why we no longer are serving together?
Because you's a bit.
I know of the trial. Yes, we are aware of the trial, Lieutenant.
Yes, Colonel, but are you aware of the circumstances of the incident, Dakar, or are you aware of the trial?
We're aware of the trial. We're not aware of what caused the incident.
Then
At
that
least I am not.
very well. Then I think it's time that I explain some things to you that might explain my hesitancy to be working with them again. As far as I'm concerned, Colonel, they should be either thrown in the brig or possibly overboard, rather than serving alongside us. Lieutenant Colonel, are you aware of the cyber new type phenomenon? Or the Federation's cyber new type program?
We've received reports of the Flanagan Institute, especially those of us who were Federation by the time of the end of the war, but aside from that, we're mostly in the dark of the Federation's program.
So you don't have any awareness of the Dakar labs?
I wasn't aware there was even a new type lab in Dakar.
Well, there isn't any longer. But the important thing is that research exists in part because of the information those two, like gesture towards the deck where these novices land, turned over information from a Flanagan Institute ship discovered right near the end of the war. And their information helped propel the Federation's research that can only be described as monstrous.
You're referring to the procedure of becoming a cyberneotype.
A procedure performed by the Federation on children to turn them into living weapons, Colonel.
What makes you privy to information such as this?
I was there in the Dakar labs, Colonel. This was explained to me at length by one Colonel Zhenya, who I believe is now a brigadier general in the Titans, unless they've risen higher in the last 2 years.
About the same.
Well,
Just the same.
those. So, that research is directly aided and abetted by the information those two turned over. I don't know in what game the AU Carava's playing by having them join us, but I can say I don't trust them for one instant. What's changed? What What drives them from the arms of the Titans here now, Colonel? Explain why we're going into this blind, why we've invited them to land a stolen Gundam on our flight deck, for Christ's sake.
Our operations here are in a tough spot. The information we can gather from the captain is near invaluable, at least from our current position, especially with what we can make in negotiations with Anaheim. If what you're saying is true of the captain, then it appears they're not the same people who we once thought they were.
I just wanted to make sure that you're going into this with your eyes open and not blindly trusting in, their word.
And why can't we trust your word, Lieutenant?
Like I said, that lab doesn't exist anymore. I burned it down. I cannot tolerate the Earth Federation becoming involved in something like that. If that cost my career, so be it. That was a price I was happy enough to pay at the time. But I just wanted you to know what you were getting into, the allies you've decided to turn to. I know that things are desperate, but we can't just blindly accept everyone who walks through the door claiming to be on our side. But it sounds like you've already made up your mind that we're going to be working with these people. I just wanted you to know what we were dealing with. And yeah, I wanted you to know what we're dealing with and the sort of people we've left ourselves into bed with here. You're questioning my motivations. I think my record stands for itself, Colonel. But maybe you need to do some deeper digging if you've accepted a Titans organized tribunal at face value. The second reason I came to talk to you is I think I have a lead on some information that might be of some use to the AU and Karaba. After the last operation where we went to speak with the reporter and try and lock down this situation revolving the reporter and the news reports, I took a detour to go through my old apartment and recover some personal effects. And what I found there suggests to me that somebody else has been looking into my personal effects. Someone I don't believe is related to the Titans or the Earth Federation search for me as a fugitive. I have a feeling that it's somebody with a personal connection to me, and if my hunch is correct, that might be our link to some valuable intelligence. As you know, Lieutenant Colonel, Nashes have served the Federation loyally for generations, and for the last 70 years, there's hardly anyone who hasn't served with or under a Nash at some point in their career. And as you pointed out, I'm a court-martialed and disgraced, but the family network is incredibly valuable. Knowing who's in command of what forces, where they're stationed, and other information like that. And I have a suspicion that there's a way in for us to make use of that. I believe my personal effects were being searched through by my cousin Raucha, who I've not spoken to since the incident we were just discussing. And if we were able to track them down, we might be able to make use of her not being the black sheep of the family and make some useful information connections. So if you want me to play along nicely with our new allies as they were, I recommend you look into that and maybe find yourself a more reliable source of information.
You see, the Lieutenant Colonel sort of For a second, lean against the wall. She's sort of in contemplative before standing up. This is a lot you've unpacked here today, Lieutenant, especially after everything that's happened. Considering the incident at the Germantov Institution, we're going to have a hell of a field day with the outcome of that. I can promise you that in some form or another, I'll launch an investigation into the past of both yourself and the captain and their previous associations with the Titans. That being said, we are in a breaking point, a critical moment in our war against the Titans. We, at any moment, could be on a full-scale war against them. We do not have time to interfere in personal dramas between our pilots. If you yourself are so suspicious of your own colleagues, then I'll have you be the one to report to them. If you have anything else to show me, then I'll be here and eager to listen.
Just one request,
Yes?
Lieutenant Colonel. If the ghosts of my past keep propping up like this, there's another name I'd like you to look into.
Another one of your old co's.
Yes, let's encourage Hampson's. He was with us that day at the Dakar Labs, and like, if there's any possibility of finding them, you would have my undying gratitude.
You're right.
I'm ready to fight and die for the AU cause, but if you can do this for me, you'll have me body and soul, Lieutenant Colonel. I don't intend to continue repeating the mistakes of the past, but I do have certain things to make up for. And with that, Asher will salute and turn on his heel and leave.
The colonel salutes back. She seems like she's about to say something, but she holds her tongue, closing the door behind her. You are now faced with an empty hallway. Faust.
Yeah, what's up?
Yo,
what's up?
Actually, just quick question. Immediately after, what is everyone doing after the landings?
Well,
After
Faust has
action
been kind of
reports.
Faust has been fucking waiting for somebody to, she expected there to be like a whole fucking. She definitely expected there to be guards and shit being like, "Oh, come with us, gar gar gar." That didn't happen. So Faust, after Jane tried to get her licking, is currently on the shoulders of Vagundum, just kind of checking the damage of the head, which is gone, but still checking it regardless.
You actually, what happens between then is that many of the mobile suits are actually sort of being loaded, some into containers, others onto the deck proper. The damage you see of the Gundam itself, let me get your sheet open here. Roll me a keen, keen engineer.
Okay. That is a 4. 6 successes.
Okay, as they get the cranes out and the Gundam sort of hoisted from the side of the ship and onto the ship proper. You start to get a good look at the damage from the outside. The entire head and part of the upper torso of the Gundam is completely shaved off. Actually, part of the Icarus pack on top of the Gundam has kind of welded itself together into the machine itself, almost becoming one unit, so to say. The most disturbing part of the damage is that you actually see the bulge of the cockpit you just left sticking out of the wreck.
Faust kind of clicks her tongue as she observes the damage. It's bad, but for a genius like her. But no, really, it's not too good. Faust kind of murmurs to herself. This does complicate things, though. Faust still has. She looks at the hard drive she currently has in her hand, placed into a little pocket on the leg of her normal suit. Plus, there should still be some data on the actual operating system OS of the mobile suit. So this isn't, if she can't give them physical power with the Gundam itself, who knows how long that would take to fix, especially with how the supply thing seems to be around here. She can at least give them an intelligence lead.
Okay, as you're standing on the deck of the ship,
I rock up with a cup of coffee in my hand, and I look up, and I whistle. Banana boy got you good, huh?
She turns to him and just kind of says, "Banana boy."
What, still not on rocking the yellows?
She's just like question, just eyebrow raised, like as she's kind of using the down to the cockpit area to use the line to lower herself down back onto the deck before they fully package away the Gundam. And she just says, "If Faust were to guess, that was most likely my now former subordinate Mew."
Yeah, that little shit stain. I look up to it. At least the years under ice haven't dulled his skills. Take a sip.
He was my best pilot. Faust assumes you have a long history with him.
I pull up my good arm. I gesture my good arm, which is discolored and scarred, because the burns. It's like, oh, give me this.
Faust kind of just like observes it and nods, and she says, "Yes. After our initial encounter, Mew was very well. Even while we were making our way here, seemed to have been very keen on something. I suppose that was you."
I assure you, the feeling is quite mutual. I give a little smile and take another sip.
Faust kind of simply says, Faust has to say, I'm surprised that nobody has really come yet. It's been about 30 minutes. Though I suppose the Karaba High Command is currently running around attempting to get things under control.
If
I do have to apologize for the inconvenience I brought you.
no, finish the line first, please. Let me know if I'm cutting in.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Faust is just like, Faust apologizes for the inconvenience she has brought to your group today.
If possible, Bonky would like to be the one to sort of like interrogate and process her.
Yeah, that sounds like something I'd be very bad at. I have a lot of fun, but I'd be quite bad at.
Yeah, as the most as the second most normal person here, since the most normal person has like beef against her, I
Hate
think
boner.
it should probably be Bonky.
You actually
I
see
go mine. Think this is a great idea.
a group of guards, a group of readily armed Karaba guards. They're actually not wearing the standard vest, but walking over towards the deck. Bonky.
Yes.
Do you know the location of Captain Faust?
Isn't she just hanging out by the Gundam, right?
She is.
I'm default
Well,
dancing. It's in the background.
Could we just I'll go talk to her myself. Thank you.
Alright,
can-
well, report to...
And he
You'll
like kind of
have to-
shoos them off.
You'll have to report back to the Lieutenant Colonel.
No, my pleasure.
They give you
Bonky's
a-
like something is profoundly wrong with this woman. He has no idea how this can go.
There's something wrong with this woman. I mean, you're not wrong, but
You don't know why yet.
I don't
Wow.
know why, but he
Wow.
he knows. He
Wow.
figured something out.
wow, Bonky, I can't believe it. You're being so prejudiced against against an autistic woman. So
Bonky has known Faust for about 2 hours, and it has been some
well,
of the
technically,
craziest
like
2 hours of his life.
technically,
Really?
like 4. Technically 4.
Yeah,
if
like
you
less
count.
than a day, and it's been one of the most eventful days of his life.
Really?
Um,
Come on, we did so much during the
Single-
war.
yeah, but like single days. This is the most eventful day in which someone he loved didn't die. How about that?
Okay, go ahead. Proceed.
Satisfied? Okay. All right. He makes his way up to Faust and says, "Captain Faust," says up to her, and then he kind of waves his hand, looking up at her from the foot of the Gundam. She's up at the top. It pans to a wide shot of them in profile with the Gundam. You can see the height difference between the two. Despite the fact Bonky is much taller than her, and I presume Faust is like maybe 5'2" on a good day.
5'8".
Oh, really? Oh, she's just a
Yeah,
normal.
she-
I always imagined her as very short.
So did
Everyone
I.
imagines her as a
Yeah.
fucking man, as a woman lit. It's okay, I understand, but she's
No.
5'8".
Like I just totally went off on that. Could I have a couple words, please?
Somehow Jane got back up on the Gundam or Faust was like, "Thanks for." Faust was like, "Sorry for the
Standing.
inconvenience."
We're just really
Yeah.
standing on a platform. He's below.
Yeah, or that, or Jane decided to one-arm fucking pinch crawl up the Gundam to the shoulder. Anyway, Faust says, "I believe that would be. I believe." I assume this is right after Faust is just like, "I'm surprised nobody has come for me yet." When Bonky says that, she's just like, "It seems Faust stands corrected. As time, if possible, Faust will talk to you later, Lieutenant Bellhunt." And she's gonna.
Bonky Bonky opens his mouth to correct her, and is just like, "It's not worth it."
It's not worth it. She makes her way down to Bonky. Goddamn Burio.
Yeah. Bonky Goddamn Burio is it's an interesting machine you got there.
She kind of like side eyes the Gundam, like, yes. Faust supposes it is. Faust supposes it is.
Yeah, it's yeah, I at the tail end of the war, I was one of the test pilots for the prototype Gundam.
Faust is aware.
And,
Faust worked on the Operation V program in Jaburo. Your data was invaluable. We actually had a similar conversation on this about 7 years ago. 6, actually.
vaguely remember that. Regardless, my point was that I had spent every day of my life since the war ended hoping I'd never see one of them ever again. Anyways, shall we have some words?
Trauma
He's-
dump. Anyway.
He says, leading her into just like an available room, like officer's mess if it's not being used.
Faust simply nods in agreement.
The ward room. My apologies, officer's wardroom. Sorry, Patrick O'Brien.
Comfort room
Bon-
just to get on your nerves.
Bonky sits down and then gestures for Faust to take a seat.
Faust does. There's not much resistance, really. She's following, because you're not going to do that when you're on a ship with people who don't trust and or like you.
Bonky notices that she is very on edge.
Not on edge. It's more of a
hyper
It's
observant.
more, yeah, very much so. Her eyes are very like it's like she's kind of taking in all of the information at once.
I don't mean to distract, but is that the national anthem of Ukraine playing in the background of another room you're in?
I don't know if my FGO is picking up, but
It is.
on the
And it played a little chord that sounded almost exactly like the opening bars of the national anthem of Ukraine. Sorry to derail. He notices Faust's hypervigilance and says, let's just start with the basics. Foremost, captain of in what branch?
Captain Faust Goepheles of the Earth branch of Titans. Formerly a junior lieutenant of the Earth Federation Space Force, then a first lieutenant of the Earth Federation Ground Forces.
So you've been kind of hopping around between programs, haven't you?
That would be an accurate summation, yes.
Bonky starts noting things down. Where were you born and when?
Germany. UC, fuck, how old would let me pull out my calculator
Yeah,
real
no,
quick.
sorry, yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 32, 1 second. 86 minus 32
58.
is like 51. Yeah, 58. Let me double check. I'm sure it's right, but
We're in 0086, right?
yeah, 0086. Yeah, 54. Germany. UC
0054?
Yeah, UC 0054.
Right. So looking at my chronology, then you would have joined the Federation forces just before the 1 year, or very early
Just
into it.
about. That would be correct. Faust joined as part of the R&D development in Jaburo as an engineer and designer for mobile suits.
What was your project?
Operation V.
But he's trying to suss out any kind of motive beyond making big explode machines, and is starting to get worried he's not going to find one.
It's like, so like, sorry, I'm just hearing that. Just like, so, did you join to defend defend the Earth Federation? No. Protect people? No.
Kinda.
I guess
Alright.
in a way.
How mercenary.
Monkey's just sort of scratches his stubble and says, right? Then what happened after the war? What did you do that?
After the war, Faust was assigned to the Shoal Zone to patrol for any Xeon remnants and or pirates. She was a part of the Rio team aboard the Rio de Janeiro, alongside one Lieutenant Matro Nash and what rank was Halava during TDA?
Initially a chief petty officer.
And Chief Petty Officer Halavaway, alongside one Ensign Courage Hampson. I think that was her rank.
Ensign Courage finally commissioned. Yes, I've heard the story of your falling out. From Metro's perspective, would you care to give me yours?
Faust assumes he has already explained the circumstances behind the Car Labs Institute. Yes?
Yes.
Faust will not hide anything. Faust did give the data to the Federation pertaining to the Flanagan Institutes, although Faust did not entirely expect for them to, or I guess in a sense didn't really care, that the Federation would continue the unethical human experiments that the Flanagan Institutes participated in.
Sorry, you cut out a lot.
Oh, my bad. Maybe I was talking too quietly. Faust will not deny that she gave
Yeah, a
the
little bit.
Federation the information regarding to the Flanagan Institute and its research that we discovered aboard that abandoned Marasai. Faust initially gave the data in order to... Well, Faust has a personal interest in researching the new type phenomenon. Faust didn't have much of a care or interest in the cyber new types that the Federation wished to create after the establishment of their new type labs. Shortly after our first patrol and joining the Titans, we were taken to the Car Labs in order for now Ensign Halavaway to receive cyber new type treatment. Faust herself did the operation.
If you were opposed to the creation of cyber new types, why'd you make one?
Because Alava is my responsibility. It's hard to explain, even for Faust, but Faust simply felt it was something she had to do for him.
Did he want it?
We both accepted of this being partially our fault.
I'd say
So
yes, no question, man.
Halava simply wanted to atone. So yes, he did consent to it.
Bonky kind of sits back a little bit and chews that. Why don't you like cyber new types?
It isn't a dislike, though I suppose it has become a dislike in recent years. Faust simply initially wanted the Federation to focus on researching the new type phenomenon as a whole. Of course, the Federation has more concerns about attempting to establish military dominance, especially in the face of any other Xeon remnants. So rather than do any of the research that Faust initially wished, they focused on, well, the creation of artificial new types and new type weaponry.
Then why'd you leave?
Faust simply decided that it was time for her to take her own path, away from the Titans. Besides, because Faust simply wanted to, and, well, Faust is not
People don't
exactly...
commit treason just because they want to, Miss Gertulus.
Perhaps for you. Besides, Faust simply, I suppose in a way, found no other reason to serve the Titans. It was never really about loyalty. We initially joined on Matra's behest. He was more focused on initially climbing the ranks back when he was in the Federation. Saw it as an opportunity. Of course, luckily for him, his, I believe, uncle managed to postpone his joining of the Titans until the day of the Dakar Labs. Then, shortly after, well, you're aware of what happened.
So you joined the Titans because it felt like it'd make most sense for the development of Matcher's career for your friends, but also for your career and scientific ambitions.
Correct.
And then you left because you felt like those weren't being fulfilled anymore.
Correct.
So why us? Why not, you could make ungodly amounts of money as a contractor for Anaheim Electronics. You were in Op V. They'd poach you in a heartbeat.
Well, Faust does have an interest in developing mobile suits. That isn't the main focus of Faust's ambition, or, well,
What is?
area of research. That would happen to be the new type phenomenon as posed by Zeonzum Daikun. I'm sure you're aware, or partially aware of it, and
Intimately aware, actually.
She kind of nods. Can we get a new type flat moment between them?
Hold on. Let's get the new type sound.
It's time to enter the tie-dye zone.
Yeah, things are the background is actually slowly dissolving into like LSD
Into
haze.
like, yeah, it's slowly turning into like the fucking stars Camille sees.
You will see the tears of time. Tomino, what the fuck does that mean?
Anyway,
I will say,
Yeah.
actually, the both of you,
I know what he means by that.
the tears of death. Anyway, what were you gonna say, Tired?
just roll me, what would this be? Empathy, charm empathy plus your, charm empathy with special boy bonus.
Both of us?
Yes.
Can I use Bonky's pressure instead? Since I'm just a little baby new type.
I'm going to say for the purpose of this roll, no. Because this roll has a
Alright.
very specific connotation.
It's you're having the new type connection.
Yeah.
Charm, empathy. Oh no.
Oh yes. 9 successes.
Normal bonky behavior.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! I did not expect that. I don't know how to say this. I got a critical success,
Oh,
which is 3 successes, but still critical.
this roll was to determine the strength of your new type connection, essentially. How much it
The
affects
strength of
either
our
of
new
you.
type bond.
Our new type bond's about to go fucking crazy. We're about to start seeing the tears of time. I was just gonna say our new type.
Yeah, so like I
crazy.
presume the animation's getting real funky at this point.
The background's dissolved and it's just tie-dye.
Yeah. Right. Now she knows.
Yeah, Faust simply like you see her eyes kind of shift a bit as like her registering what happens. She says, "Faust can see that. Wants to discover or look into what exactly is the new type phenomenon, what originates it, what causes it, what it entails." Zeonsum Daikun posed theories of it being humans evolving into space. Faust wants to essentially verify it and, well, hopefully discover more about it.
But not create them of your own accord. In a lab.
Yeah.
So hey, Karaba, this is a voluntary organization, obviously. We don't conscript. It's not really how these things work. But still, we have a vested interest in making sure you stay and keep our secrets.
Faust had no intention of leaving. Faust knew this was a commitment. We met at the news station. To be quite honest, Faust didn't expect for this to go so quickly, and I apologize for any inconvenience this has brought to your group.
A lot's happened today.
what's happened over the past week. The situation is now, how does the saying go? Rapidly beginning to develop.
Although it would have been more pertinent to retreat, Faust simply the purpose of our infiltration of the Germatov Institute was both to recover the Gundam, as I suppose it would be pertinent to call it a gift in a sense, as well as data that Faust has pertained over the 2 years as a Titan.
Do you have these data?
He's gonna pull out the hard drive. Faust has been loading them
Bonky
into the
takes it
Gundam,
inside.
so
Bonky takes it and slides it into his chest pocket. Could you give me a highlight run?
it regards both details regarding any mobile suit developments by the Titans and the technologies included in them. You will find a file that I believe will pose interest to Anaheim Electronics regarding the movable frame system.
Bonky nods along as though he understands what she's talking about and says, "Yes, I'm sure there will be."
I'm sure they will be. Yeah, Faust is just like, yeah, he has no clue what I'm talking about. But the eggheads at Anaheim.
Hasn't been in for like 6 years.
It's like,
No
clue.
struggling to remember what exactly frame means.
Bonky's gonna say like movable frame, and Anaheim's gonna be like, "What the fuck did you just say?" He's gonna be like, "What?" Anyway, as well as information regarding the contents of the new type labs that the AU and Karaba can use in their efforts against the Titan. Faust is aware that this isn't simply a war, it is both attempting to, well, expose Titans and their crimes, as well as make the Earth Federation see a change. At least that's what Faust has managed to intuit from your mission statements and your broadcast from prior.
Fundamentally, I think we're trying to do something that hasn't been done before. None of us exactly know what it is yet. We're working on it. It's work in progress. As long as you can handle a little bit of imperfection and improvisation, I think we'll get along quite fine.
Faust sees no problem with that.
What a relief, Bonky says with a smile. Well, let me sure these data get sent to Anaheim Electronics, and I'll be sure to. I'll be sure
It's
to get
okay.
yourself...
I have them. She has them organized into different folders. It's very easy to know which ones to send to Anaheim.
In the meanwhile, well, get yourself situated. It's kind of a long cruise back to California, I've been told. And free advice: try not to kill Matro, or let him kill you, please.
Faust has no interest well, battling against Matro or trying to harm him. If Matro attempts to do that, then Faust will simply defend herself. But your warning and word of advice is taken.
Well, that puts me at rest, he says with the biggest, fakest smile he could muster.
Yep.
As he gathers his notes together and tries to find Colonel Wren.
And before he leaves, and she says, "There's probably more questions that you will find pertinent to your efforts. Faust will be willing to indulge in them after, when it is found convenient for you."
Thank you for your pauses for a beat, candor, and exits.
Matro.
As he leaves, he thinks, does she always talk in goddamn riddles?
Yes, sir!
Matro Hunt.
Yeah. Where are we?
Where, actually, I want to say, Hunt, since you have been at your office in Metro, I assume, would you have gone to, given the situation of the ship, I'd say that if needed, you could all find your ways to the pilot's quarters. Either way, about a young man has come to gather the two of you, specifically Hunt and Matro. He's dressed in standard Carba jacket, essentially, knocking on the door.
Will I get up to go answer?
Captain wants everyone at the bridge. The transmission. We've been getting a series of transmissions.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
Well, then I make my way to the bridge.
As you do so, he stops by a few more doors, Bonky.
Yes.
You're gathered as well.
Okay.
And then, Matro.
Alright.
As he comes to get you, he sort of knocks again. We're thinking that we'll be getting it within the next, about 10 or 20 minutes. You see, next to him, following him, Lieutenant Jane Bell Hunt, Second Lieutenant Bonky Bierio, and there you also see Captain Faust.
How about Halva? Is Halva with us?
Would Faust have asked about Halva?
Yeah, let's rewind the clock a bit.
Yeah.
I suppose Faust would have asked Bonky or whoever about exactly where is Halva, what's shebaning with him.
You know Halva, almost immediately after, given his sub-lieutenant. Thank you. That's on me. I knew I got it wrong, I just didn't know how. Anyways, you know Halva would actually have been taken straight to medical afterwards.
True enough. Alright, that's good. She isn't sure how much medical is in terms of quality, but as long as Halva is taken care of, that should be good and well.
Give him some morphine. That'll do it.
Yeah, just give him some morphine. It'll be fine. Doctor's orders. She'll find a time to pass them the little fucking grocery list of the chemicals they need to give Halva.
You also know.
Shit.
She's
Sorry.
made sure to get over the shelf substitutes that'll work well enough.
Turns out it's just Flintstones dissolved in NyQuil.
Exactly, bro. She's perfected the formula so well. All Halva needs is a couple Flintstone gummies and he's good.
Wait, Flintstone gummies just aren't like that? I've been lied to?
Hate to be the one to tell you this.
Anyway.
Right, you all would have known that Bucky, almost immediately after as well, was very vocal about going to bed. It seems the entire experience roughed him up a bit.
He needs nap time.
Understandable. I also am
man's
quite
needed
concerned
sleep.
he's not processing the guy he murdered very well. But I guess we'll have to talk about that later.
So what
Matro.
do we see? Oh,
Now, as you sort of all join together, Matro, this is the first time you've actually, like Matro and Faust, this is the first time where you've, in a situation of non-panic, have formally, like, seen each other.
Yeah, last time we saw each other, I was running with my new BFF Bucky after assassinating the Major.
So we were.
Yeah, I guess our eyes meet. Faust isn't really gonna 100% say anything because
We'll say, Faust, roll me a... empathy, no other modifier.
just my empathy.
Just empathy. 1d6. Actually,
my
no,
whopping-
2d6.
My whopping 1. I don't think I'm gonna get this.
Show me a critical.
I already rolled a critical.
Show
Yeah,
me
that's a
another
6 and a
critical.
5. Yeah, that's a 6 and a 5.
Okay.
Not happening.
Oh. Okay, that's
How many
almost...
saves is that?
Wait, was that for a new type awakening?
No.
Oh.
You just get a pit in your stomach. You get a pain in your stomach.
Ooh, this is what it's like to meet an ex.
Yeah. And you're both all sort of taken actually at your own leisure. He sort of, after giving the news, left the group to the bridge.
What between the two of them says? Something happened between you two?
The silence is deafening.
I look around. I can't be the only one who like sees how weird the atmosphere is right now.
The
somebody
vibes
on the
are odd.
somebody on the bridge just lets out like a cough, like
It's macho. Fast. Was one of you gonna say something?
Wasn't
Hope
planning
not.
on it.
Not to each other. Is Colonel Rin there?
Actually, if you do make yourself to the bridge proper, you'll see the rooms a little overcrowded. Currently, there is a communications officer, the captain of the ship, and Lieutenant Ren Maddie, all huddled against...
Colonel Rin Matty. Lieutenant Colonel is abbreviated Colonel,
Sorry.
not Lieutenant.
Lieutenant
all
Colonel
good.
Ren, yeah, Lieutenant Colonel Ren Maddie, sort of huddled over a radio transmitter, just not my bad. It's just sort of huddled over a radio. Various.
I look at
that's all. Yes.
I look at Rin and give her a nod, saying like, "We can trust Faust."
She sort of. She seems. She gives you a nod. More focused on the task at hand.
All right.
It seems that after the events of today, she sort of composes herself. They've decided that the initial message isn't suffice. They're trying to get a radio transmission in.
Are we being jammed?
No, but it needs to be both. The issue is that it needs to be both secretive enough that the Titans don't get a hold of the signal, and we're trying to essentially find it in a sea at the moment.
I see.
It's also they're in a craft somewhere in low Earth orbit. They should be around just above the Americas by now, but you hear a crack in the voice, like a crack in a voice.
Over the Americas. Are they orbiting retrograde? Bonky shakes his head.
Hailing low Earth orbit. Hailing. Repeat. Hailing low Earth orbit. I want Bonky and Hunt to make me a roll.
What roll?
What do you need, boss man?
I want you to roll me... Actually, yeah, this would be... I'm going to say...
No way, this isn't Naz.
Yeah, keen awareness.
Do I get a precog or
Yeah, are we special
weapon
boys
doing?
today?
No precog. No special
Oh,
boys.
No special boys. We are useless.
Fuck off!
3 successes.
6 successes.
Yeah, you guys
He's
go.
so keen and aware.
If
So cool.
if Metro or Faust want to roll the same roll at a -4, they
You know
can.
where it is at a
Wait,
-4?
Yeah, you
That's not how
don't.
the
Okay.
system works.
Wow, okay.
That's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine. I also do this. I gave my player a +5 to their detect if this character is a lesbian because they're so lesbian.
You know, where is it -4? I mean, I guess I'll try.
Fascinating.
There's a reason why there's this modifier.
Are we getting an extra narrative point back?
No, there's
Failure.
what I'm getting at is that there's I will say at
I
we
got a
didn't roll for
7,
narrative points.
I got a 7, which is technically. Why is my? What the fuck?
Let
1
me
second.
do that for y'all real quick.
What happened to my fucking failure stat? H13.
Okay, there we go. 6 narrative points.
Okay, I think that worked, right? I need to borrow someone's sheet real quick. My
Use
result
mine. What do you need?
calculator.
What'd you put in?
Yeah, my result calculator. The failure was edited to be 0 for some reason, so it's equal sum H13 minus H12 or.
It's not
What are-
super. Never mind.
What's your results, Poppy?
7, so that's a 1 failure.
What is your threshold?
6 with the negative modifier.
1, yeah, 1. I'll take a look at your sheet later.
Yeah, I know I got a 1 failure, but I would bump it up to a success, but I want to maybe try and improve my awareness.
Actually,
Unless-
so think about that. It's at any point you say, I have failed this check, is when you press the button.
Oh,
so I
shit.
can still bump it or what?
Yeah, if you want to. God, no,
Alright,
I don't know if
think
it like, really matters.
Well, we need to roll narrative points first. So,
No, we haven't switched episodes.
oh, how many narrative points do we have then? We have a lot, right?
You're currently 6 out of 10.
Oh, okay, then I'll spend a narrative point to bump it up by 1.
Bent.
Okay,
What
what?
yeah.
now?
Bonky and Hunt. What did you get,
I got 6 successes.
Hunt?
I got, let's see, it was 3. 3 successes.
The transmission is a little crackly at first. You can tell they're just everything's still being adjusted. But then, a video feed pops on. But even before then, when the first sentence leaves his mouth, you both know exactly who this is. Swappy.
It's Naz Larson. It's Naz. It's Naz.
It's
you know.
Naz Larson.
It's Naz. Naz Larson. It's Captain Clipboard.
It's Naz
No,
Larson.
No, he's Commander Clipboard. He's in Captain.
He's a
That
captain
man does
now.
not. That man does not get promoted.
Oh, he's
That one guy-
still a commander. Hot loser.
Indeed.
Bum ass.
Fucking fucker. Jane and I both stifle groans hearing this guy, this
Absolute,
bane of our existence for 6 months.
It's the absolute specimen, example of a human being that does in fact exist. And
you can't argue
the-
that he exists as much as I would like to.
We have to get rid of him.
The look in my eye is I am dead to the world and the world is dead to me.
Yeah,
As I just hear his voice.
how
Did
could
something
this-
happen between them?
so much. Anyways,
It's
what does
just
he
Matt
say?
A video feed pops up. It's Naz Larson sitting at a table with a stack of papers in his hand. Next to him are 2 armed guards of the Anti-Arthenian group and a flag of the AUG behind him.
all this show for us?
Hey, turnover. We must be doing pretty well for putting on the whole show.
This is Captain
What do you think?
Naz Larson of the Anti-Earth Union Group. This broadcast is directed towards the command of California and Caribe operations. It will be split up between 5 separate frequencies with regards to the messager's secrecy. I speak not in opinions of myself, but on behalf of the Commodore and Director of AUK Caribe, respectively. Any and all commands are not of my own volition. I assure you to those listening, you should be thankful they aren't. The following negotiations and commands shall be taken as gospel to those they are directed towards. Any less shall be seen as treason to the liberation of the Earth sphere.
I shoot Jane a look.
I raise an eyebrow.
I'm like, for real. We don't
Completely
say
just
anything.
stone
We don't
faced.
say anything. We're just like, this fucking guy.
Faust is just stone faced.
What's Metro like?
Does he pick up on how instantly exasperated these two are?
Be hard not to.
I don't imagine they're hiding it.
Not even a little.
Okay. He'll just like kind of let his expression glaze over and listen to whatever the fuck is going on then.
Matcher turns to Faust. Did something happen between those guys?
Funny.
I thought you guys weren't on speaking terms.
Now again, that's a one-sided conversation.
I like the idea of the only time they are on speaking terms when they're doing a bit. Anyhow. Before everything is started, may I get a list of names of those listening? You hear the captain say his, the lieutenant address herself. And to the pilots,
Sub-Lieutenant Bonky Birio.
Lieutenant Ed Jane Bell Hunt.
Matro Nash.
Captain Fusco Epheles of the former.
Ooh.
Or well, do I speak
for-
up? Yeah, former yeah.
captain. Yeah.
Yeah, alright, well, it's just, I guess, if anything, she says, Captain Fusco Epheles, formerly of the Titans.
I see your friend is not here with us, Sub-Lieutenant. He coughs.
I just give a big sigh.
No, we gotta kill this guy.
First order of business. The AUK Caribe has taken an official and public stance that main forces will not engage in the Californian War. Any and all actions taken by Caribe operators in California speak only for themselves, not of the greater movement. The struggles of the AUK do not lie dead in the desert, and our fight is yet to come. With that said, we cannot ignore California base. We cannot ignore the bleeding hearts of those suffering under Titan authority. His fist sort of slams against the table. The Commodore has made negotiations with our benefactors, and AU Caribe will continue financial and logistical efforts into the liberation of California base, and one day all the seas of Earth. In short, in the coming months, ending October, the following action shall be taken to reinforce our struggles in California base. There's a bit of a pause here.
I look to Bonky. You think he got acting lessons or something? Or how much is this him?
I think he's telling the truth. I think he won't help us if we get caught or go off script. I believe that 100%.
Eh.
We will work in the efforts to reconstruct the California Caribe Operations Engineering Corps. We will transfer 15 volunteer pilots to the efforts of the liberation of California. We will transfer the 30 volunteer crewmen, the continued use of outsourced civilian contracting, and the transfer of civilian contacts to our mutual benefactor shall all be given as aid. In total, 110 brave men and women will willingly risk their lives to aid our comrades in arms.
Need more than pilot. Oh, 1 second, I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back.
Well, if Quicks is getting a phone call, I'm going to take a piss. I'll be right back.
Hello.
Huh?
What's up?
No.
Oh, I think he's on the. I forgot to mute. Man, that conversation between Faust and
Yeah,
Donkey
your
was
job
great.
was to
Just
I'm going to have Quicks muted, so when he does return, do tell me.
I have returned.
And you piss.
Yeah.
Huh.
The bathroom is. So I walk out my door. I take 2 steps and I'm inside the bathroom. It's right there.
Olympic
Highly
level
convenient.
pissing.
world record piss run.
I'm not a piss baby. I'm a piss man.
Yeah, so true. I liked the conversation Bonky and Faust had where Bonky was like, all right, I gotta see, I gotta make sure, I gotta. So why'd you join the Earth Federation?
And just imagine, when I feel like after this, when Bonky tells why you did the things you've done, my opinion of you is gonna get significantly worse.
Yeah, you're an opportunist. Yeah, okay, whatever, nerd.
I mean, there is part of me that admires the bravado. Why'd you do this? Well, I thought it was the best thing for me at the time. It's certainly an angle one can take with
I mean,
joining the
hey,
resistance movement.
I mean,
I'm not saying it's wrong. It's
no,
very in character, and
because
very
it's
funny.
yeah, because Faust doesn't give a fuck, and also it's like a case of like, well, I mean, these people are gonna scrutinize everything I say. I might as well just give them the whole truth, or I might as well just tell them the truth for now. I'm just like,
You were
so why'd
teasing
you join us? Because I don't fuck with the Titans. I think they're lame.
This is all getting cut. I can already
Yeah.
feel it.
Oh, I would hope so. It's one
Oh.
half of a phone call.
I have Quicks muted right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Actually, can I just... Oh, good.
Server mute.
Server mute. Okay, cool.
That ought to fix things for now.
Cool.
Just like
Yeah. That being said,
That's
cutting...
I'm sorry?
Oh, that being said, cutting this anyways probably wouldn't be a bad idea. If you're listening to this in the future, that means that I'm too lazy to edit.
Yeah, don't let Pancake listen to the other half of the conversation. That's a breach of privacy.
No. I have it muted. I am muted the entire time.
Yeah. But yeah, no. I think it's a good just the position. Bonky and Bucky and Jane, they all joined because all that.
We ideologically agree with the Ayug and Karva.
Yeah, it's not like Faust is opposed to the ideal. It's just like, yeah, I just don't like the Titans. I think they're not. They They're dumb and stupid, and I think cyber new types are stupid and cringe. It's like, why
No,
would
it's
you
not
make
even that. Like, why did you join the Earth Federation
Oh
during,
yeah, during
space
the
World War II? Because it was really great for my career. Like, what?
well, it wasn't. She didn't say it for that. She said she was interested in the development of mobile suits. It wasn't like I think it was great for my career. It was just like, yeah, I wanted to, you know, develop mobile suits as that is well. I'm sure Jane will still be like cringe. Why aren't you a patriot? But yeah, she joined
It's
because
literally World War II. It's like
why aren't you?
that's the social expectation.
It's like you
You
joined because you
weirdo.
want to fight for the country. Yeah, yeah, I am a weirdo, and who's the one making six figures? I have so much. Well, we all have disposable income, but
I mean, here's the thing. You're making
who
six
has?
figures, but you're probably not a millionaire. Hashtag Bucky Gang.
True.
The
Just
Bucky has
like
more money than you just purely off of gold. The gold that he stole.
yeah,
Purely off of
nah,
thievery.
yeah, purely off of thievery.
I really
Yeah.
hope that's finally used. That plot on that MacGuffin is
Why?
finally cashed in.
It's like, damn, it's like if he has $1 million of gold, give that to Anaheim so we can get the fucking logistic. But you guys could have solved your logistics problem way sooner.
I don't
I
know.
don't.
I
I
don't
think you
think.
severely overestimate how far $1 million goes.
Yeah, I don't think like the largest
One,
electrical company in UC is
one, 1 million skadoosh.
skadoosh. I don't know if
Like it, like a modern fighter plane is like a couple million.
Pepsi, give me my mobile suit.
Like not $9 million is on the low end is like pretty normal. If you
back
want the
in
good
my
shit, you
day,
gotta shell in
You
like 13.
you think a soda company is gonna do a fucking like get this many points and you could buy a fucking mobile suit with points and it's just like where's my mobile suit? That happened. Like there was Pepsi did a fucking uh a thing where you got to collect points and cash them in for prizes and like as a joke pretty much they put in their commercial that the biggest prize for like a shit ton of points was a fucking fighter jet.
Yep. A
And
Harrier. Sweet.
and some madman actually did it and actually went to court with Pepsi over it. Like, where's my fucking Harrier, Pepsi?
I think the funniest outcome of that is they give him the Harrier.
I
It would have
think
been great.
they did a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo because Pepsi are cowards, but
And they won't arm the people.
exactly, they're cowards.
Unlike our benefactors, Anaheim, who will
I'm
arm
like,
the people.
they will arm the people, and then Jane's gonna fucking. Good thing Jane died. She's gonna be so fucking pissed if she found out Anaheim gave Neo Zeon the fucking Gyarados and shit.
they had to
I,
update the cost of the Harrier jet to 700 million Pepsi points and added a clarifying "just kidding" disclaimer.
I really wish the timelines had matched up to that was also when Pepsi got their hands on that Soviet fleet, and like he had to trade instead of trading in for a Harrier jet, like bought him off with a frigate. That would have been great.
Give me a frigate for my own personal use.
Oh shit, that reminds me of a story. Did I ever tell you guys my idiot plot how to get a yacht paid for by the UN?
Okay, continue. I might use this for love. Go ahead.
Okay, so the UN Charter is actually not well written in like as a legal sense. It was written by politicians, not lawyers. There is no definitions attached to the terms used in it. When they say the United Nations Security Council shall be responsible for the preservation and maintenance of international peace and security, there's no addendum anywhere that says what international peace and security is. So if I bought a boat, named it International Peace and Security, you just send the UN a bill for its maintenance costs. Now, obviously, they'll never pay it, but technically, they're responsible for it according to their own
Charter.
charter.
Yeah, Captain Alexander is gonna have the Mod Stallions have the UN pay for a yacht for those summer vacation.
I
parks.
made my professor in United Nations special problems very sad with that line of reasoning.
Who's the guy who like was it to like some government agency he scammed them out of millions because he just kept giving them checks to cash in?
I don't know about that one. I know there's a guy who made a bunch of money off Microsoft because he just sent them bills for
That's it.
Consulting.
I sometimes think about the guy who was off work on paid leave for 13 years. God, I wish that was me.
Is that Spanish bureaucrat? That one?
No, that was an Italian that's a random Italian worker.
Amazing.
I love that man. Italian work culture is great. They hate working.
I mean, I can't say I blame them.
I'm right there with them. I also realized something like yesterday.
Well,
If I'm gonna become a TA, I'm gonna need to get new clothes. Like actually need new clothes because my graphic tees aren't gonna cut it.
Just
Yeah.
throw a sports coat over it. There you go. Good enough.
I do have 2 of those. Yeah, but then and then I'd have to eat in it.
I think I have a good idea for Love because I think for the thing regarding Alexander, it's gonna be a great chance for. Ugh. Alexander, it's like because by the time I think it happens, it'll probably be in October, and after that, it will be the Yukon base incident where something really bad nearly happens, and that would put America probably on the screws with the UN. I don't think they ever mention it, but considering the world's and like the main food source of the world could have been nuked because America was secretly researching beta, they probably got into some trouble with the United Nations. And then hopefully for Alexander's thing, that'll then put the Soviets under some screws with the United Nations. Oh, I'm gonna use the bathroom. Sorry. Be right back.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hopefully when I'm back.
Oh
parts
no,
will be
no,
done.
you're good. I was just never mind. I was
Here, I
just
thought things would be
asking.
pretty tight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I just thought things would be pretty tight considering that it feels like we are on the final scene. Anyways, tired, you were saying?
Is there what is Muv-Love?
Okay, imagine this. Your fighter jets are now mechs, and you have to fight aliens from the moon who've been eating everyone since like the late 60s. It is in 2001.
This sounds like Macross.
It is, except it's a lot more like Attack on Titan. Good luck.
Is it what's its medium?
Visual novel originally. It's probably the best way to experience it.
Cool.
There's a certain way you have to go through it though, like Fate.
Oh yeah, of course. It's like classical visual novel.
No, not even that. So there's 3 games that you cannot skip between. You have to watch them in a certain order. Because the first one is just Muv-Love, which is classic Arrow gay like high school shit, normal. The second one is, military mecha stuff, which is the real story. But you have to get through the high school stuff first. But that you are forced into the bad ending no matter what with that. And the third one is trying to get the good ending with all the knowledge you accrued during the second game.
Huh. Wait, so is it meant to be like a psych out, or oh, you thought this was a regular high school, but actually, some bullshit happens.
Some bullshit does happen, but it's so the main guy is like, yeah, I'm a high school student in this reality, but suddenly my consciousness is like isekai'd into the other reality where the aliens are eating us all. And he fails to save everyone the first go around. And the
Oh,
third game is him on the second go around.
oh, it's some Eva shit. I see what you mean now.
Yeah. He was actually held like the top spot for visual novels for like 10 years. Even Fate couldn't top it until Steins Gate happened.
Oh yeah, and then I like how you said Steins Gate, like it's like Pearl Harbor.
Well, Steins Gate is like a big deal for visual novels.
Yeah.
Let's not get upset.
Oh no, I'm not trying to, yeah.
El Side Conqueror. So what's up with you, Frep?
How much?
I do realize something. If we weren't talking, I probably could have gotten Twix to edit the chapter already.
That's fair. I spent a bunch of time not writing out my thoughts for that one scene, and then I ended up going off script anyway, so that was fun.
Many such cases.
Yeah. I think I got the thrust of it either way. It accomplished what I wanted, which is I need a scene to explain why, Metro won't immediately try and punch Faust in the face, because I didn't think that was fair to drop 2 sessions in a row on Swampy having a character try to punch his. It's like session ends, punch. Session begins, punch. Like, that seems excessive.
Learn to take your lumps.
Okay.
Yeah, I missed much, Swampy.
Yeah. I could tell.
You actually were talking about Love earlier because Tyra had asked what the fuck it was, so I gave a short
Oh.
synopsis of like the structure of the games, and that's about it.
Okay, yeah. Muv-Luv starts as a the original Muv-Luv, it contained actually technically 2 visual novels. There was Muv-Luv Extra, which is the slice of life, casual, basic, dog standard early 2000s rom-com visual novel. And then after you completed the 2 main heroine routes, you would get access to Muv-Luv Unlimited, which starts with the protagonist, Takaru, waking up in another world where humanity is under attack by aliens called the Beta, and the Beta are basically anime Tyranids. Anyway, so they made
eat people.
Yeah, they eat people and shit. But yeah, they made jets into mechs instead, and that thing happens, and it ends with humanity bombing the entire planet and sending out colony ships. But then after that is the sequel, Muv-Luv Alternative, which is Takaru being he's in a time loop. He gets sent back to the start of Muv-Luv Unlimited, and he decides that he's going to try and change things so that Alternative 4 goes off instead of Alternative 5. And Alternative 5 is the plan to bomb all the shit, and Alternative 4 is let's not bomb all the shit.
I like the idea of a time loop story where the universe has a very convoluted and fucked up sense of morality, So even when you do the good thing by the character's perspective, wait, no shit, this is just a regular time loop story. Never mind.
No, it isn't. It's okay. So
Oh,
the reason
I
you did the
didn't say
time loop-
Muv was. I meant like the like what is going
I'm
on.
I'm so sorry. I
It's
thought
It
I
happens.
thought I muted myself when my friend who just got out of the hospital and isn't doing too good randomly called me with no warning. So I like obviously instantly picked that up, but they just wanted to catch up. So
it's fair enough.
I was worried she was dying.
That would be very bad.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm glad she's
No,
okay.
it's all good. I just
Life happens.
I would have
Yeah.
liked to have given more warning.
Hey, yeah, all's good.
So where were we? We were listening to the transmission.
Yes, you are.
Ah, yes, the transmission.
The transmission. Is everyone here?
We are.
Yeah.
Rep.
Okay, you see Naz once again go off. This time he's more so describing the technicalities of the aid that will be brought and more of the financial situation of California, of the Californian Carba, and the future of
Away with words.
yeah. It's very boring, very technical. He also gets into a few of the specifics with the mobile suits.
Mm. We all start interestedly taking notes, I presume, at the mention of mobile suits.
All right, I'm gonna roll my. Can I roll a engineering check?
You know, if you want to, you can. Yes, you can roll. You can go. You can decide the roll for yourself if you wish. Just standard
Okay, I'll do
engineering check.
Keen engineering.
Yeah.
Another 4 on my engineering check. Very cool. 6 successes.
Okay. You know, a bit what he means. One of his earlier comments about reconstructing the engineer core. Currently, everyone else would know this. There isn't exactly one, and there's various mechanics and engineers left over from the war. But aside from that, there's nothing super concrete. This basically means that there's going to be a better supply, a better like constant supply of maintenance and parts towards Cali team, rather than just taking what you can get.
Once Faust got on the ship, she was the engineering core.
What you do know is that you're getting 3 Gym 2 mobile suits. You're getting 5 Lunar Petite mobile suits.
Okay.
Huh.
And of course, he's the oil tanker you're currently on is going to be completely reconstructed for military use.
Huh. Well, all right. We'll take it. 3 Gym 2s, plus the 2 we already got, plus the Gundam.
Couple more, and we'll have
Yeah.
a mobile suit company, I say, looking over Artabanke.
We're punching pretty hard these days. We're gonna have to organize into teams. We're gonna have so many pilots.
I just crushed my chin. You know, I am due for a promotion pretty soon, you know.
What is Bonky says to himself just as a joke. Yeah, do you think Karaba and AU even has a promotion schedule?
Well, I was due for Lieutenant Command, and in the EFSF at the very least.
Mm.
And seeing as we are moving
Not all
on,
it's hyped up to be.
Macho just like the darkest expression on his face.
Bonky sort of like chuffs because he doesn't really know what he means. and then is like, yeah, well, if we organize into a mobile suit company, one of us is actually going to have to be full commander. Funny that.
He's
I
sort
looked
of.
at Matro. I look at Matro as the only person who's I think is in the running for that sort of thing. I give him a little smile.
We ever had any decent? What kind of pilots are we getting? You know,
They said they were volunteers, did they not?
oh, say you, we're all volunteers. That doesn't mean anything.
But it does sound good, doesn't it?
Oh, I'll settle for them being good. I can work with people who aren't willing. I was in the EFSF for 20 years.
Are you saying this to yourselves or over the radio?
To ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. We're in like the crowd.
Neither of us have.
This is a conversation happening out of the corner of everyone's mouth, probably.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which really saves on animation budget, which is very convenient.
It's actually mostly it's actually a still frame, and it's us from the back actually,
And just
so
slowly panning over to who it's
Yep.
talking to. Yep.
It's like lots of micro gestures of us leaning over, just ever so slightly in one direction or the other.
They're just moving Bonky's cell a little bit to the left. Sorry, we're on a tangent.
No, you're good, and you can have this conversation.
I think that's pretty much all I want to say, actually.
You see him see him continue, flip the page. If possible, he says again. Sorry, I'm just making sure my notes are correct here. If possible, a mutual benefactor has either requested the Icarus or its data, the recently captured Icarus unit, or its data for further development of the movable frame. If accepted, then our, again, mutual benefactor is sure to accommodate for the loss in firepower, if accepted.
Faust will step up, hands behind her back, as aside as she says, "This is, as previously stated, the former captain of the Titans, Faust Goethales. Faust has acquired both the data on the recovery of the Icarus unit, or, well, the capture, has yielded Faust and our associates both its data, as well as data Faust has collected from Titan development projects over the course of 2 years."
I look to Lieutenant Colonel. Colonel, what is your decision?
You see her sort of straighten her back. And then she sort of says over the microphone, sort of turning it on, if we were to hand over the Icarus unit or its data, if we were to hand over the Icarus unit and its data, let's say, what would we be getting for in return? And then Matro, and then not Matro, sorry.
Matro, he's now in that room.
You see Naz Larson say, Anaheim has accepted that for the Icarus unit, they will hand over three fully equipped Gamma Gundam type units.
Bonky eyebrows and asks to Jane, "Gamma Gundam? You heard of that?"
What a fucking clue.
And I roll for it.
We look over at Faust.
All right, time for another keen engineering roll, baby.
Yeah, this is going to be...
Actually, remembering from the mid-quill, Bonky, you might remember something about a Gamma.
Thank you for bringing that up.
I would.
I got another 4.
All right. Roll for it.
So
yeah, you
Bonky,
make a roll.
To jog your memory, when you busted in on Naz and Longley having a discussion, they were talking about something called a Gamma Gundam. You have no idea what the fuck that meant, though. It's just words.
But I think I do now.
Naz was complaining that they wouldn't have enough of them.
Would I get a negative modifier to my roll?
I'm going to say no, but because you don't know, there's going to be a reason. You won't get a negative modifier, but you won't have the power. You won't
Yeah,
be omnipotent. Is what I'm getting at.
yeah. I must become omnipotent.
Uh, but yeah, Quicks, if you
Anyway,
want
but
to.
yeah, I got 6 successes.
Okay, Quicks, if you
I
want
rolled it.
to do a combined roll, you can.
What am I rolling?
Uh, because this is based off your memory, I'm just going to say,
Yeah.
uh, maybe just, uh, I'm not sure what this would be if it's based off memory.
Yeah, me neither. What's the roll to remember something?
I just say you remember it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I remember it. I guess I would, because that's like the last time I saw Naz.
So I look over to. So rewind back a little bit. I look over to Bonkies. You know anything about a Gamma Gundam?
Anaheim's working on it. They were worried about not hitting production numbers on them, I think.
Any good?
Oh.
Swampy.
Yes.
Faust can deduct, if he was listening in on that conversation, Gamma Gundam has to be some type of Gundam unit that Anaheim is producing. That being said, if they're willing to hand in 3 for the Icarus unit, then it's probably a mass-produced suit. So even though it sounds appealing, it's probably still an impressive suit, but less than that of a standard Gundam unit.
I mean, to be fair, the Icarus, although it is modified to hell and back, was originally pretty much a gem quell, so it's... Oh, and we would lose a flight-capable unit. Is there a chance... I think Faust will make her
You
way
know, I
there.
think there's a bigger problem.
No, there's also yeah, the fact the head's fucking missing, but
No, not even that. It's not Faust's call to make. It's the lieutenant colonel's.
I mean, that's why I was gonna have Faust go to the lieutenant colonel.
Okay, also, Bonky, I'm going to say, you remember
That's
the
me.
mobile suit head you saw in the production of Anaheim? It was a large mono eye, though it didn't look like a Zeonic mono eye. It was sticking out. It was, for out of character, it's the Rick Diaz head, which you saw.
Oh.
Alright.
Hmm.
Okay, so, Faust, you want to talk to the Lieutenant Colonel?
Yes, Faustus will step up and say, Lieutenant Colonel.
Your opinion,
Although
Captain. Well,
Faust isn't completely aware of the specifications of the Gamma Gundam. Although, Faust does admit that the appeal of 3 Gundams is enticing. Though, there is a chance, if possible, that we can hand over the data for the Icarus units, but still get to keep it, as she's going to motion to Bonky. Was it senior lieutenant or sub-lieutenant?
Sub-lieutenant.
Sub-Lieutenant Bonky, I believe you should still have the hard drive in your possession.
He pulls it out of his breast pocket and hands it over to the colonel.
And Faust will elaborate. That contains information that both the High Command and their benefactors can find interesting. It is separated into different folders. However, there is information regarding both Titan's activities, but for the sake of our your benefactors at Anaheim, there is data regarding different mobile suit development projects from the Titan test teams that the Titans employ. Though Faust will say another thing of her own personal opinion. Although it may sound odd, one cannot deny the psychological effects the appearance of a Gundam has, be it on the enemy or for the common man.
Faust, for this argument, roll me a Yeah, give me a keen. Actually, no,
I feel like
Can I say
tact.
something?
more of a, I
Yes.
feel like this would be more of a tact.
Yeah, this is a tact. Yes.
Can I say I walked up as well to
Sure.
discuss this?
Sure.
And I looked at the colonel. In my professional opinion, and numbers win wars, we are currently deeply lacking in manpower and equipment. No matter how impressive the Icarus unit may be, we require more mobile suits.
And Faust's recommendation can possibly net us both the Icarus and the Gamma Gundams. Though,
However,
I see your point.
Commander Naz's stipulations, as given by AU Command, and was 3 Gamma Gundams for the Icarus and its data, not just the data.
She simply nods and turns to the lieutenant colonel.
Plus, even if your or extra throw in or cruise us more or equipment, that could potentially even get us more or Gamma Gundam or Jim M2s for that matter.
She turns to the lieutenant colonel and simply says, "If you wish to inform this," she turns to the screen. What would Naz be? What would I refer to Naz as?
Commander or captain?
Captain.
If you wish to inform the captain of this extra bonus and see what he decides, then that will be your decision, Lieutenant Colonel.
She turns on communications again, and there's a bit of a back and forth. Naz, there's actually a bit more. Naz talks to a few of his subordinates. You hear somebody
He seems
whisper
more
something into his
Naz-like.
ear. Yeah, he's I mean, he's about as stiff. He still has his papers in his hand, but
And the clipboard never quite changes.
with the mic off, he's clearly yelling at somebody in the middle.
He really never changes, does he?
And then he turns the microphone back on. I want this, given the data and the argument you made for it. You know what? I'll say that this doesn't need a roll. And he sort of coughs into his hand. Our benefactor has once again requested that the suit itself and inspection of it would be the most profitable for their needs. However, they are willing to still part with one Gamma Gundam type unit, and on the stipulation of possible further investments if they continue with further data from the Icarus unit. That being said, the original offer is still on the table.
Alright, so out of character real quick. So basically, if we give the Icarus the data and the data that Faust has in the hard drive, we'll get an extra Gamma Gundam.
Yes.
And I mean that's like that's four Gamma Gundams,
See,
baby.
I really think we should be pushing for Lieutenant Colonel and to go with the deal. This seems like a good deal.
No, yeah, you're right. It does. So it's fine.
4 for 1 does seem
Or
real
brand
solid.
spanking new mobile suits along with a production line to back them up in exchange for data and a half trashed mobile suit.
that we don't have parts for anyways. Hell
This
yeah.
I
is
told
perfect.
you we should have gotten that Bionicles can. But yeah, no, that's good. Faust simply says Faust believes that would be a very acceptable outcome. Even and internally, there's definitely a little part of her that's just like, goodbye, my sweet. Looks out the window fondly at the Icarus. Just.
Sorry.
No, please go ahead.
Yeah, Lieutenant Colonel turns on the microphone. We accept the deal that for the Icarus unit and the data it provides for the movable frame, we will hopefully be receiving extra units of the so-called Gamma Gundam. Naz nods, then sort of adds on, if there is anything that comes of the movable frame, perhaps we will see to you in the future, though that is not my call, and that's probably for the best.
I have a question. I, as someone who's known Naz for a time, when he says that, does he hate us or not?
There's some resentment in that voice.
So it's just like him.
He's speaking on behalf of somebody else when he says things such as that. He is not speaking in his own interest.
I don't know. I don't know if Naz is out there fighting for our interests or if he still kind of hates us.
Probably.
He still kind of hates us.
Though
Hates me for saving him from a traitor on our ship.
You made him look bad.
Yeah, he fucked up. He should look bad.
Yeah.
That's just Naz for you.
All right, and I'll once again lean into the lieutenant colonel and say, although it may be pushing our luck, there may be an opportunity to ask for the basic specifications of the Gamma Gundam for analysis.
Yeah, I look over. I'm not sure if that's a great idea for operational security.
That is fair enough.
mm-hmm.
I need to know its stats so I can know how to fucking make it cracked.
Switch over to a new channel. Tell them we're moving. You sort of see there's a few more dials that are pulled. It takes a few minutes for everything to get back online. And looks over. Do you think the stats will be useful now?
It can wait.
If anything, Faust can acquire the data look over the data and its specification once the Gamma Gundam is delivered to us.
Even if it's not that much better than a gym, that puts us up to company level strength.
Well, hopefully we'll...
And I doubt it'd be worse. They're willing to put the word Gundam on it.
Faust flashing back to all the fucking Anaheim being like, here's our new Gundam.
The thing is, that hasn't started yet.
This is taking that one joke that they did in Thunderbolt where it was a fucking Federation bigwig.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, here's the suits Anaheim is having you review today, sir. And they all just have fucking Gundam in it, and he's just like, do they think putting the word Gundam's gonna make it more sellable?
Did you see that chat?
Yes.
Are they wrong?
Did it
They're
not?
not. Yeah, no, it's not wrong.
Don't forget, the Federation designed its own mobile suits. Anaheim is just getting into the game. I'd like to think they were just subcontracted to make gems.
Probably. But anyway.
Further along, Ness says, his voice gets a bit more serious. The actions this day have left High Command of AU Kariba in disarray. What has been done is nothing short of provoking a full-scale war with the Titans. And if further action is taken, we fear the complete rejection of Rest people to the plea of Spacenoid liberation. If it were up to me, then the command and pilots of California would be stripped, barred, and shot. However, High Command...
Do a little whistle at the shot.
Faust's eyes roll.
Monkey just shakes his head a little bit.
Y'all hear this?
You hearing this guy?
Yeah, no, wait, fucking,
God, that is the living embodiment of the "this fucking sucks" actually meme.
It's like, I will have you barred, stripped, and shot. And it's just like, this is the entire crew.
Yeah, sure thing, buddy.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
If that was true, you'd already have done it, jackass.
Yeah. It's been like a week. Like, come on. Get real.
Get a grip.
Anyways, what does he say?
However, High Command, in light of your progress, warns that overtly hostile actions this stage of the war could easily sway the public's opinion of our cause away. The assassination of Aflamatia was deemed a net good for the future of California. However, we advise you to look at how the people of Earth view killings such as the one displayed this day. In turn, this is why AU Karaba shall not provide support past the monetary and logistical. If this is your war to fight, then you will fight it alone, and if you want to play revolutionary, Bonky Barrio, then we will treat you like one. In that same regard, we are looking into a possible wartime promotion for the pilots of Cali team.
What an odd organization.
I like it. This guy. It's like if I were up to being shot, it's like we're looking at promoting you. It's like get fucked.
He's like,
Clipboard.
I love that it's well. If I were in charge, I would kill you. But boss wants to give you a promotion. Very adamant about it, actually. And if I were up to me, I'd kick you all out of Karaba. But boss is going to give you a bunch of brand spanking new mobile suits.
I turn to the Lieutenant Colonel. It seems the Commodore likes us more than the Commander does.
It seems the director may be on our side as well.
Outplaying Neo Zeke's Titans. Oh, that makes me happy, of course. But outplaying Naz, I'm just gonna sleep with a smile on my face.
It brings joy to the heart.
Faust gives out her small little smirk as hearing that she just says, "Then it seems Faust's impromptu defection was a net positive for the group then."
I'm sure they got a smoke.
Imagine can hear that. It's just face sets in a straight line and looks highly displeased.
And Bonky's like, who can say for certain? Time will tell.
I get out of smoke and
Matra is such a hate boner.
I get out of smoke and I light up and I take it out of my mouth and I lean in real close to the bosses. That remains to be seen. Pleasure with working. Looking forward to working with you, Captain. Although, we're probably gonna have to change ranks back to Navy.
Yeah. Is that it? Yeah.
I get out of smoke. Oh, can I pop it up and offer Urtafoss?
Welcome to AUG.
Welcome to AUG.
Faust looks at the cigarette. She says, "Faust doesn't partake in smoking, but..." And she'll take the cigarette. She'll take... well, she's going to take it, and then you say, "How about a drink then?" And she kind of flashes back to California, to Dakar, and she's just like, "That should be more acceptable."
I put the carton on and get out the flask. Hand it.
Faust will take the flask and give it a drink. And then in her drunkenness, she will completely somehow repair the Icarus and have it shipped off for an extra gamma Gundam. Just kidding. Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
Oh.
Okay, everyone's so quiet. I was just like, oh, yeah. Did I die or okay?
Did I do something? Did I say something wrong?
The flask was poisoned.
Yeah, it didn't kill Faust. It killed me in real life. She passed the poison onto me.
I dimensionally kill you.
Alright. Some mobile suits. Pretty good.
Finally.
I say that was a very...
Oh, yeah, you can continue, no worries.
Well, that was one of the most productive and uplifting conversations I've ever had with Naz Larson. Anybody want to play Revolutionary later?
And I take this cigarette out of my mouth and I say to Bonky, "What the fuck does he think we're doing?" I shake my head.
As far as
Dumbass.
as far as Faust has been aware, this entire movement has been a revolutionary one.
That is, in fact, the entire point.
Fucking idiot.
And now he says, kind of like a boss announcing it's someone's birthday. We also welcome Foss Goethales into the ranks of Karaba, and have accepted her as lieutenant given her performance here today. It would also be in our best interest to get in contact with Lieutenant Nash regarding our continued effort to bring the Federation forces proper to the cause of the Ayuk. If we garner support of the Navy, he may be a valuable asset in that very goal. You actually see a bit of a back and forth after that one between the Lieutenant Colonel and Naz Larson.
How is Metro doing?
You're
With
glazing.
distinctly mixed emotions. Also, this Naz guy who presumably
Yeah, I don't think you've ever met him, actually.
No.
I don't think
Metro hasn't, yeah.
I don't think Faust and Faust was immediately like, you know what? Yeah, I agree. This guy sucks. I'm glad I defected. Just to
I feel like
uh,
this sort of officious chicken shit that the Federation was full of before the 1 Year War, and
Yes,
now
he just survived the war somehow.
like a cockroach.
Yeah, it's just like Faust and Matcha. This is like their first meeting with this guy. He's like, I would have killed you guys. It's like, all right, well, fuck you. I'm glad I defect. Make the bosses like us more than you.
We were lucky. We had reasonable superior officers our entire wartime career. It was great. This guy
he
terrible.
was our only bad one. Also, like John Mobile and Captain Mintov were pretty good. It's just like this guy was so bad that we just hated our jobs.
That's like, what's the word? Every bad quality Mintov and Mobile could have had was condensed in this one guy.
Yes, that's a good way to put
He's just a vice fucking sump, and all bad qualities go to him. He has been assigned the terrible.
I will say this entire broadcast scene is also why I'm a little sad Max could not make it here today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rip Max, you would have loved being mean to Larson.
Yeah.
It was
Perhaps
one of
there'll
his
be
favorite things to
opportunities in
do.
the future.
It sure was.
Naz wakes up and hears what happened. He's just like, no. Just Bucky, just in his room. It's like, wait, you guys got to make fun of Naz Larson?
Sorry.
No, all's good.
No, sorry. I'm apologizing, Max. You're doing great.
All right.
Yeah, Max, if
All
you're
right.
hearing this, we're sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Max.
So what?
What now?
No. Any more announcements, Commander Larson?
You see the face. The transmission is already getting pretty clear. It's clearing up, and as it does, he sort of. That will be all for today, though in the future, if possible, it would be good to keep informed on the ongoings of California. Once again, we shall remind you that this war is yours to fight. Though we will support you logistically, we will not be sending our main armies over to fight. Our effort is not in California. With all that said, transmission over. Bloop.
Bloop.
So I have a phone call coming through now. God.
He's like, because like Hermione's like, so they do have armies. All right.
What do you think we are, Bonky?
Some dipshit pilots and a crazy assassin, and Faust is also here.
Yeah, I don't know about.
Background.
I looked to Foss. It's like, yeah, I don't know what her deal really is.
If only it was the 2000s. You don't know about autism.
I have autism. I'm not like
I know.
that.
I know. This is just a joke in character because it's the
It's,
80s or whatever.
it's the period piece joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 3 out of the 6 people in this campaign have autism.
Correct.
All right. So
4 out of the 6.
all right. So that's a bloop of the information. Is that does Naz leave the Zoom call?
Naz left the Zoom call, yes. That was the bloop. It was
What
like an old
about
TV.
that?
Hunt looks at Bonky and asks, "What's Zoom?"
All right. Did the data upload have any instructions on the best way to deliver the Icarus? Because hard to smuggle a Gundam.
You'd be
Actually,
surprised, considering the fact that we smuggled.
a good
Jim.
point. A good point.
You say that, yet in your
Yeah,
own
you say
in the
that.
last month, we smuggled some gyms. Come on.
you actually see a little, there's a little floppy disk that has been printed out and put back in the machine. And you see the sort of communications officer and the lieutenant colonel going through them. You see images of a strange mobile suit that looks almost Xeon-like with bits of... that looks almost Xeonic, but also like a Federation mobile suit. It's a very weird design, and it's very familiar to your time when you were in Anaheim headquarters proper. And you also... if you want to ask if there's instructions in there, you can.
Sorry about that. Phone call.
Hello.
Yeah, just like any instructions how I'm supposed to hand off the info and the everything else.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see there.
And then does the data drop he sent us have anything else of note?
It is like, again, it's various models of different mobile suits. It's instructions over repairs to the ship. It's very boring logistical details, and that would include the handoff.
And,
We don't
I
know.
assume we, as pilots, don't actually have to deal with.
Yes. If there's any issue with... oh,
Oh wait, so what was happening that we pilots don't have to deal with?
oh yeah.
The logistical handoff of the Icarus and, getting the thing, because that's for Logi people to handle with. We
Well,
fight. That's our
I'm
job.
not. If insert the image of the goldfish jumping into another bowl, I'm not like y'all. I think Faust would have probably helped with that since she technically did it is the logistical person's problem, but it's also I mean she has experience with this kind of thing, so she might as well help with that.
And then, in absence of anything else to do, Bonky Birio will revert to his default behavior and make sure everybody aboard the ship knows what their job is and that they're doing it properly.
Before anybody turns to leave, you see somebody sort of barge into the room. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Turn on the TV.
Turn on the news. Any
Turn
channel.
on, dude. Turn on
The-
the news. Any channel.
You
Can we
see
turn on the news?
the TV's
Oh,
on.
no.
You see the classic GNN logo pop up,
Oh no! Oh god, what is it?
and then... Sorry.
Killing me.
You see the headline, Karaba Bomb Skull, just in big, bold letters.
Oops.
I take a look at Faust.
Faust has no change in expression. She's just like, yeah, that makes sense. They do that.
And that's where we'll end the episode.
I love that. It's like, you guys keep a low profile. You're really making things loud. Today, the gang bombs a school.
I mean, we didn't technically bomb it.
Yeah, it was a beam rifle.
No. Now that you mention it, yeah, you're right. I did beam rifle some mobile suits. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
This is your plan.
I mean,
Kind of.
hey,
I had a feeling
to
this
get
would
the-
happen.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Yeah, makes sense. That's why Faust is like, yeah, makes sense they'd do that.
Christ.
Just another day in the glorious struggle of the brave
We
freedom
were
fighters
doing
of
so good until until Faust showed up.
Yeah.
You did take out that one asshole.
We did kill that one guy, which honestly... I mean,
You think
Naz
they're gonna
said it.
close the deal?
Sure.
I mean, like Naz said, it was a net positive, so... And I mean, hey, we already got the deal underway, so... It's fine. That's for
Is it?
you. That's for you people to do. You guys are the ones who are concerned about public image. I fight for what needs to be done in the war, even if it means bombing school children.
I fight for what needs to be done in the war, even if I make more enemies doing it.
Even if I actively make our jobs harder and put us in a worse position.
All right.
And then
I-
lose
yeah.
the war.
And with that,
Don't
I'll
you
end the
like
recording.